Will Dirty Dean get the Christmas he so richly deserves? It looks likely when Stacey starts to suspect Linda's behaviour is a sign that he's raped her. Stacey dumps Dean and Linda tells her she's going to open up to Mick, but Dean has something up his sleeve and he stuns Lee with his revelation. Dean's hold over Linda grows and he blackmails her into telling Stacey it was all a mistake. Meanwhile, Mick tells Dean he's planning to propose on Christmas Day. It's shaping to be a true Queen Vic Christmas when Mick brings Sylvie to dinner. Will Shirley's secret be blown? A little later, the turkey's truly stuffed when Dean turns up drunk and threatening to reveal all. Dot's shocked to find Nick's back with Yvonne, and they ask her not to tell Charlie, saying that Nick will be out of Walford soon. Charlie and Ronnie raise the money to get rid of him, and Dot says her goodbyes as Charlie prepares to drive him to the ferry. But is he really going? Emma finds an envelope with a USB stick that contains a video from the night Lucy was murdered. It's highly incriminating, and Lauren is horrified when she sees it. And Jane wakes up with Ian after she responds to an act of kindness. What happens next is a surprise twist, but let's just say all Ian's Christmases come at once. Next, it's Corrie. Callum steps up his harassment of Kylie when he drops his car off at Kev's garage, then later tries to tempt her into his car with a bag of cocaine. He lets himself into the Platts with a present for Max when Kylie's home alone, only for David to walk in the door. Suddenly, Callum reveals everything. Gail, Audrey and Michael return home on Christmas Day to find a ferocious brawl in their living room, sparking Kylie to flee and David to make a drunken announcement in the Rovers. Gary's not having the greatest Christmas either, not when he gets the blame after Jake cuts himself and is humiliated by his family over his son's gift. Faye forces them to invite him for Christmas lunch, but he loses his temper at their constant digs and accidentally breaks a new headphones. Later, he pockets the keys to the cafe and, looking for beer money, raids the till. Roy, however, thinks it's one of the thugs and lays into him with a cricket bat. Meanwhile, Steve's out of control, overspending wildly on gifts for Amy and food for the Rovers party, but he's as cold as ice when Michelle tries to get close. Last, we're in the Dales. Auntie and Katie's wedding takes centre stage in the village this Christmas, but where does that leave Bernice, who's feeling lonely and loveless? She confesses to Carrie she still loves Andy, so it's not fun when she has to do the bar for her stag, which is ruined by Robert fighting with Andy, who orders him to stay clear of the wedding. When the big day dawns, Victoria pleads with Robert to stay away, while a drunk Bernice descends on the church. But which walking disaster will ruin it? Well, when the smoke clears, a furious Katie has a plan to get rid of Robert forever. Moira regrets agreeing to the haulage Christmas party at Butler's when it gets wild, and Kane, just back from France, is exhausted by her rows with Charity. He says his car was stolen, but is irate when Moira phones the police, which intrigues Charity, although he backs his wife when she kicks Charity out. Kane retreats to the Dingles to escape all the aggro. He hits the whiskey, but loses his grip on the bottle. Is there something more serious up with him? Megan's down in the dumps about her family, so Jay has an idea. Let's get married! She thinks it's only for Archie's sake, so her reaction is muted. Later they spot Josh, the man who sold Archie, and Megan takes a picture of his number plate. But what will they do with it? And will it lead to Rachel?